Alright, what's up everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Gizmo Storm is our wonderful DM, and I'm gonna let him do the recap. Alright, Giz, take it away. Boo, 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 boo.
Okay, well, you guys basically finish your long rest. As you wake up, you realize that the tiefling is gone sometime during the night after he finished his long rest, that way he still gets credit for it. He disappeared looking for Finrond because he realized that without the bard, you guys were going to need some more help. So he went to go look for Finrond. And what are the four of you going to do now that you're awake and you realize he's gone?
And we're still in the cave, right?
Yes?
Yes, you are.
Remember, what do? We barricaded the entranceway, or?
Yeah, we said that we barricaded the entranceway into the where the cobalt barracks were, like where all the beds were and stuff.
Well.
And he left it past our barricades? Ooh. Maybe we should send out a search party.
That's just bad manners.
Did he at least close it up behind him?
As best as he could from the other side of the barricade, he did, yes.
Well, I suppose we have to go and find them.
Indeed, if the red one stumbles into trouble alone, well, wouldn't be much good for him, would it?
No, he definitely needs a hero to help him.
I need a hero. Oh God, what have you done?
With that, Crow would just strike a bit of a pose.
Wait, I have an idea. As we've traveled through the cave, have we seen any just like animals or like bats or mice or anything that would not be out of place here?
Bats?
Well,
Weren't there bats?
if you recall, when you guys fought the Sturgis, you were partially blinded by the swarm of bats in one of the rooms. You can hear other rodents chittering. You haven't directly seen them, but you do know that they are there.
Okay. Alright, so there's probably... I'm going to... So I'm turning to the party now and talking. I could wild shape into a smaller creature. Try to scout ahead undetected. I don't know if I like the idea of being separated, however, as we've already seemed to have lost Finrond and Lou.
Yeah, that's worrisome. Can you message back to us? Can we communicate with you somehow?
I am unable to speak or benefit from language while I am changed.
Well, maybe we stay fairly close behind you and you keep zigzagging back and forth.
Okie dokie.
Seems a sound enough plan.
So I'm gonna... I actually haven't seen a mouse, so... Although, I mean, I guess I could say you probably have seen one in the forest, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna
saw rats in the castle, in the keep.
We did see rats in the keep. Thank you.
Yeah, as you guys were exiting that tunnel, there was a swarm.
Right, well, I just want a single squeaker. So I can steal the picture from the token.
Finrond, as you reach that point, You can see a few dead bodies of what looks like dragon claws or something else. Obviously, your party has been here, but they've obviously moved on from this point.
Where's my rollable? There it is.
All right. What am I looking at right over here?
A
Alright.
set of stairs
Yeah,
on the southern half of the ledge, so it's about 10 feet.
tokens.
The bottom two stairs look like they've been turned into like a slide.
Okay, I assume that's the trap that was here.
Yes.
Okay, then I go sliding down the stairs. Whee!
Okay, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? D&D art tokens. Get your ass.
Okay, I can't see past this point here.
Yeah, there's a tunnel there and it's a map overlay. That passage you're in just carries through into another room, basically northeast of where you are.
Okay.
I have to try to remember that whenever we encounter something like a new beast to add it to my wild shape list. HVAC. That's none. We'll just leave that blank. As site.
I can't get my token past it right now. Thank you.
Remove. Use the new token. Alright, we good.
All right, you want to hold there, please?
Okay.
So much. Alright, we are running ahead. Squeak. Get to the top of the stairs and I stand up and look back for the party.
Is this the way we came before?
Yep.
Oh, yes, because we can see the trap on it, right?
Yeah, we already set it
All
off.
right. Yep, you guys want to hold right there for 1 second. All right, Finrond, in front of you, you can see 4 kobolds that look like they're dumping garbage over the ledge in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to sneak up behind this pillar and sort of cup my hands around my mouth and sort of project my voice into fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of kobold scum. In an attempt to scare them away.
Nicholas Vange, thank you for the raid, man. How you guys doing today?
All right, considering the cave has been full of kobolds, they look around and continue dumping the trash. Ronald, the room that you just
good.
entered, you also see people in there.
Okay, if I see them, I would immediately drop my wild shape and shout to the rest of the party, "Up ahead, kobolds!"
Yeah, you actually see a different group of kobolds, but yeah.
Oh, do I? Oh, shit. Yeah, this is roll 20.
Yeah, the one time I actually roll for random encounters, you guys are in separate rooms.
Of course.
I know, right, Dark? I thought that was great. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on there?
All right, you were still on the stairs when I asked everybody to stop.
Eek! You moved me somewhere. Oh, there I am.
Yeah, I'm moved you to make sure token didn't copy paste underneath you.
Okay. Do you want us to roll an initiative?
I would imagine it's where you mentioned.
Yes, this is where initiatives come in.
Alright, where's the turn order? There it is. Where did I get the tokens? I make them. Join us in the Discord. There is a resources, channel. Everything you need is there as a player or as a DM. Damn it, I'm
More of the
high.
winged ones. Those are pesky.
Okay, Rano, as you enter the room, it looks like 2 of the winged kobolds are heading down towards where the guard drakes are.
God, this shit again.
Yep, this again.
Didn't we already do this?
He really wants us to fight the guard tricks.
He really does.
Are they like already there?
No, you can tell that they are short of making it all the way down. They're maybe halfway down the stairs at best.
Well, then what I will do is I'm going to take out my water canteen and I'm going to dump a little bit of its contents into my free hand, and I will use the water to cast Ice Knife at 2nd level. At 2nd level. It didn't even prompt me. Okay, so it's 16 to hit on the first kobold. If it hits, the kobold takes the 8 piercing. Hit or miss, they make a DC 14 dex save, or they take, at 2nd level, it is 3d6 cold damage. So 16, and he can save for half damage.
Well, that takes care of that.
Stay away from my babies! And I'm done.
Right, going around where you are, you heard the ice knife hit against the wall. You couldn't tell what it was, but it sounded like combat from the other room as well. But there's still the 4 kobolds that are now looking around because they also heard the combat coming from the other room. What would you like?
Okay, did it sound like it was coming from this hall or out? Okay. And the kobolds are looking in that direction?
Yes, they are.
All right. Let me see. Okay, I'm going
I'm really
to
keen on using a 2nd level slot,
peek
but
out
I
from
really don't
behind
want to
this
fight those
pillar
guys.
and launch a firebolt at one of the kobolds, then run for it.
Rip.
All right. He took the firebolt, and now his attention is on you. In front of you, you see a pit with spikes at the bottom.
Okay. I still have some movement left, so I'll think I'll move into this space here.
As you enter that room, you can see Rano and a few winged kobolds, a couple dead ones, and you can hear the snarling of the guard drakes coming from the base of the stairs.
Okay, I think that's my turn for now.
A softball, what would you like to do?
Stab him.
Okay, I'm going to recklessly attack the wing. What are these down where I can actually reach them?
Where's my
Yes, they are.
pen?
Okay, so I'm going to recklessly attack the one on the left. And then I'm going to, well, yeah, I'll use the offhand for the one on the right.
And your second attack missed.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Whew.
Having seen Finrond run in there, the kobolds are going to move up and block the hallway.
Say what now?
And since Finrond was the first target they saw, all 4 attacks are going to go at Finrond.
I don't think I can do anything to stop that.
The last 2 will hit.
And take 11. Angry Crow, what would you like to do?
All right, so Crow is gonna move into the room. So he's gonna move over to here. He's going to give a brief wave over at Finran with a happy smile on his face as he spins and slashes the kobold to his right.
You should probably concentrate more on combat and less on waving. You missed.
Maybe, but that's fine. He's then gonna spin round and with his heel try and bring it down on the kobold's head.
And with that, that kobold is squished.
Okay, and then he's gonna move a little bit, and that'll end his turn.
Oh, I need 4.
And they both attacked me.
Nope, they just saw a Crow run in there. So the first one's gonna attack Crow. The second one is going to attack Esophagus.
No cold damage?
Ooh, that hits.
Hey, right?
So does that.
Roland, what would you like to do?
Oh, it is.
Well, from here, I'm going to actually get a little closer
1.
so I can see more. And I will shoot this one with my short bow.
And that one dies.
And that's it.
Ronald?
Gonna walk right over here, and mostly just because I want to check if I formatted it correctly. We're gonna throw another ice knife, this time directly into the center of these 4 kobolds. Hey, there we go. Now it actually prompted a level. Hey, okay. So the one in the center was the target. 18 against AC for 5 piercing. And then the ice knife explodes, dealing 9 cold to everybody in the area there.
All right. The initial piercing killed that one outright, and the others now need dex save.
Yep. And if they pass, they take no damage. Not half.
All right, we'll start with the one to the left, then the top center, then the right.
Get wrecked, kobolds. uh, with them all being gone, I'll turn and look to Finrond and grab him by the shoulder. Are you okay, friend? We were worried.
Yes, fine. Just got a bit sidetracked.
With that, I am done.
Finrond, it is your turn. You can still hear the guard drakes at the base of the stairs, and the one-winged kobold over by Esifa and.
Okay. I don't see the guard drakes in the tracker. Are they like hemmed in by a fence or something?
Yes, they are.
All right.
The kobolds keep trying to let them out, and we keep stopping them.
Oh, okay. So no need to deal with them right away. I'm going to aim a firebolt at the flying kobold over here.
Rip.
And that firebolt misses.
And that is my turn.
Asifa, it's your turn. Asifa?
I think she muted herself again, boss. Yeah. We all know that it's gonna be kapow, kapow.
The second hand Kerpow wasn't needed after the first one.
Well, let me channel my inner cares. I don't care. He's dead anyway.
And with the guard drakes still behind the gate, that ends combat.
Well, I am going to learn my lesson. Walk over here. I'm gonna take the key off of the hook near the gate. I'm gonna stick it in my pouch.
As you approach the gate, the guard drakes got very aggravated and clawed at it, but did no damage. But you can tell they were not happy being there.
Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Here, I'm gonna throw some more rations at him.
They completely ignore the rations, looking directly at you.
It's okay. They'll be fine.
Switching to mobile, I just lost my internet, so I'm going to my.
You're okay. You killed the last kobold. I'm gonna
Excellent.
walk up, and I still have some good berries left over from before the rest. How many of them? Oh shit, a ton of them. I will give 4 to everybody. Yeah, well, so, yep, that'll leave me with 4. And then everybody else has 4 that they can eat now or hang on to. It's up to you.
Oh, and how much HP do you get back for each?
Each berry restores 4 hit points.
And we each have 4.
Yep.
Sweet.
It also provides enough nourishment for an entire day.
Crow is going to make a note as to where everybody keeps the berries on their person, just in case.
I'm gonna notice you noticing, and I'm gonna deliberately show you that I keep my berries on my chest, like in my armor. Like the girl wallet.
Okay.
Give you a little wink.
Crow would smile happily. Give you a really elaborate thumbs up.
Well, I suppose that we should find the boy.
Yes. Did you happen to see the red rocket as you went by?
We are not calling him that.
No, I don't recall seeing the little tiefling on my way into the cave. Though I'm touched he'd show some concern for me.
Well, we can only assume that's where he went. I don't know why he would leave the safety that we had established. I suppose we should be quick about it before he gets himself into trouble.
Perhaps he took the other tunnel done this way.
Well, and I'm gonna walk with Finn into this main chamber. We haven't went to the north or down to the east here. There is another avenue to explore back that way where we had camped. Hi, PB&J.
Of course, there was also the chest in the room that we have yet to inspect. Crow's kind of waiting for Isiva because Isiva has a torch, and other than that, it's dark in here.
Go ahead and move me. I'm trying to figure out how to. Does it look like I'm connected in roll?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got
Okay,
you.
well, I can't figure out how to see the map or actually get into my character.
But you just say what you want to do. I'll take care of you. All right.
Okay.
I'll carry the torch to light the way, and let's go looking for
But which direction?
Okay, from where you're standing, Finrond, you can see that it drops off into 2 ledges, approximately 10 feet
whichever
apiece.
way you guys want to go. I can't see the map.
That way.
Where do we think Lou would have gone?
Go ahead, Giz.
Alright, Finrond, from where you're standing, you can see the 2 ledges, roughly a 10-foot drop, nothing but garbage, and a foul odor coming from that direction. Angry Crow, from where you are, you can see the stairs and what looks like a curtain of some sort, or like ribbons or something hanging over the base of the stairs, blocking whatever his view is on the other side.
Okay. Which way do you think he went? Find it unlikely that he would go digging through trash, but you never know. Such is the willfulness of youth, I suppose.
Well, I didn't see him coming from the south, so I suppose that only leaves us with this tunnel here.
Well, the south is the direction that we came from.
Yeah, why would he wander off on his own to somewhere we hadn't been to?
Who knows? The folly of youth. I say we just check to the north.
After you, then.
So I'm going to approach the
To the
ledge
north.
here. And how deep is the ledge from top to bottom?
It's a 10-foot drop each time you go down.
Ha!
There's 2
Child's
ledges,
play. You can go ahead talk, but I'm just gonna like hop down since it's not far enough to hurt. Oh, I didn't?
And from there, basically, all you see
I'll
is
follow
just
down.
more trash.
And then I'm gonna hop down one more time. Ah. And I'm gonna look around. Is it lit down here?
Asifa's
It
torch.
is if I'm following you with a torch.
I don't see any sign of the boy. He must have went the other direction. I guess I turn around and start climbing back up. I see you, Trogs.
Not really.
Ah!
As you're investigating through the garbage, 4 creatures spring up, and they're not happy that you are digging in their...
Yeah. That awesome 9. Oh, wait a minute.
Asifa, can you get to your turn track or your initiative?
I got her.
And Angry Crow, you are first.
Okay. Yeah, so seeing these come up, like, smelly scoundrels, and he'll take a shot at the one closest to Rano.
Oh, goody, fighting! Have scimitars will poke.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
That was a very, very good hit. The first one drops. Anything else for you?
Yep, he's just gonna slide on over here a little bit, and then actually, yeah, so here, and then do a little twirl as he does so. That's it.
Asifa, it is now your turn.
What do you want to do?
Asifa,
Who are you asking?
I'm asking you. You are currently up on the
okay.
ledge.
Well, because I still can't see anything. Okay, so are there enemies in front of me?
Some fat loot
You are
from the
standing
king.
on a ledge. Directly below you at your 1 o'clock on the ledge is Rano.
All right, roll D100, buddy.
Maybe 15,
Are there
20
enemies
feet
in
north
front of me that I
of-
can get to and poke at?
Maybe 15, 20 feet north of you and a little to your left is one. There's another one at your 1 o'clock about 20 yards out, and one at your 4 o'clock
Are you
about
hearing
20
me?
yards out. Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you
Are
hearing?
you? All right. She's just gonna run forward and attack.
First attack hits, second attack misses.
Next.
Roland, it is your turn.
All right, from here, I will fire a arrow right at this one.
And your arrow hits the garbage and ricochets away.
And that's all I got.
Finrond, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'd like to aim a firebolt at the one Esifa is fighting.
And your firebolt followed the arrow and bounced harmlessly off the trash pile.
Alright, that's it for me.
Rano,
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my club, run forward. As I'm moving, I'm casting Shillelagh and going to bash the tribe. Bash.
you have advantage on that?
I do not. Is it toggled? Is advantage on? Should it? Nope.
11 missed. No, correction, 11 did hit.
Ha ha! Alright, then I'm done. So 58.
Alright, it is now the Troglodyte's turn.
Hey, that's not bad.
We'll start with the one up next to Asifa.
That's not bad at all. Let me make sure I looked at the right item. Yeah, see it?
Asifa?
The bite and the second claw are both hits.
Yeah, it's a +2 weapon.
Now
And
the
in
one
addition,
next to
it gives
Rano.
you a bonus action attack. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Was the claw and the bite at me?
The last 3 attacks were all at you. They have
Alright.
multi-attack. 1 bite, 2 claw.
Alright, yep. 2 hit then for 9. Hey, what's that doing there?
The third Troglodyte will move over here. And Crow.
Can it reach me from there if it's got to climb up 10 feet as well?
Yeah, I only moved him 20 feet on flat, plus another 10 for up.
Okay. So the third attack hits.
And after taking that hit, it is your turn.
The ones that are green there
So
haven't been given to the
Crow
players yet.
is gonna slide out his Tonto and attempt to place it between the ribs of this troglodyte that he's standing
Those are the
next to.
things that we have. Those are the... Oh, you guys can't see it. Shit. Never mind.
Yep, just waiting for a whisper on that one.
Oh, no. Yeah, you have to say something.
Alright, you're able to move towards your opponent. You're already standing next to him. You can choose to grapple him if you have a free hand, or shove, or attempt to shove your opponent if both hands are in use.
Okay, I'm not going to do that, but if he's still up, I'm going to attempt a kind of an elaborate backflip.
And another crit, and another dead troglodyte.
and then back up.
Who's the target
here,
for the surge?
and that will end my turn.
Ossifa, it is your turn.
Yay, I can poke at something recklessly. That is probably a miss.
Yeah, start the tracker.
And after your second attack, that troglodyte also drops.
Good enough. I'm done. Oh, wait, no, I should move. No, I'm done.
All right, Roland, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to shoot the last one left and with my short bow. Seriously. Okay. And yeah, that's it.
All right, and the short bow arrow missed. Finrond, it is your turn.
All right, another firebolt at the last remaining trog.
And as that firebolt hits, it drops.
Yeah.
I think she is a dual wielder.
All right, with all 4 troglodytes dead, that does end combat.
All right, Crow will move forward a little bit and speak out. Troglodytes siding with cultists. Seems unlikely.
More like they they probably just live in this section of the cave.
Aha! You must have the right of it.
Either way, we should probably search the area here. It could be possible that Lou came this way and the Trogs took him.
Yep. Crow will kind of snap his fingers as, aha! Great idea. And he'll leap into the pile of trash and start digging around looking for clues.
Yeah, I'll start looking around too.
This seems to be a dead end.
That's because you haven't looked around!
Okay, I'll look.
As you're searching, you guys do find a small spot in the back wall on the north side where it looks like the troglodytes entered this area, but has been sealed up, solid. And it's obvious that's where the troglodytes came from. They wanted the trash. While searching, you guys find 6 ornamental gems and 8 semi-precious gems.
Who's taking the gems?
I can.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Well, we're going to go down
Disco!
from the
How
top,
you doing, man? Thanks for this
asking if
resub.
they've
14
seen any
months?
sign of Lou.
I'm looking for signs
Not
of
yet.
loot. Can you tell me again about the gems so I can write it down? You said there were 3? No.
6 ornamental gems and 8 semi-precious gems.
Okay, got it. Got it. They were cursed, probably. We don't know it yet, though.
All right, so
Okay.
looking around, do we find any signs of our friend?
No sign of Lou or a tiefling, nothing. It's just Basically, it's just trash other than the few gems that you guys found.
Time to leave. You did the KFC? What KFC?
And as we're leaving, Crow's just gonna eat one of the berries.
And as you're trying to eat one of the berries, you get a really weird taste in your mouth as slime starts dripping from it. Not the
Ew.
berry, your mouth.
Slime is dripping from my mouth.
Ah, must have been a pocket of wild magic.
Well,
That does
say
that?
yeah for this.
Ew.
It looks disgusting. It suits your personality.
And I'll start
And-
shaking my head, flinging drool all over the place.
As you laugh and start shaking your head, even more slime comes flying out.
Yep, I'm shaking it violently to try and splash it on the people around me.
I'm not around him.
Hey, watch the threads.
I am unbothered by this. I live in the dirt and muck. Madrid.
And I can't go any further, so I'm stuck not getting any further away.
Okay, as you reach that point, you see it's cured leather strips hanging from the ceiling all the way draped to the floor. From what you can tell, they're basically lined up so it completely blocks any view of what's on the other side. It looks like it's possibly a couple layers thick where they're offset so nothing can be seen through that basic curtain of leather strips.
What are you waiting for? Just move the curtain so we can continue our search for the boy.
So I reach out and
I can
start
see it,
moving
dude.
And you make a
leather
D
strips.
and you make a dexterity save, please.
Of course I do. I don't have advantage.
And you pass the save anyways, even with a 10.
Yes, these
Oh,
games
good.
are Twitch God enabled. Sorry.
Rano, as you're walking down the stairs, you can see a broken spear laying on the stairs.
Broken? Like two halves of it?
Like the tip is missing. It's basically just a long shaft now. It looks like a walking staff now, but you can tell that it used to be a spear. And you can see scratch marks all along it.
So, I'm gonna pick up this spear. Not spear. I guess the quarterstaff. And look at the scratch marks. Would I be able to identify what kind of creature made those marks? But with a nature check, or
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
all right. Oh shit! I didn't mean nature. I'm bad. Oh no, I'm not. Aha! Ha ha!
The scratches and marks on the staff look more like fish hooks rather than an actual animal bite. You know, the marks that a fish hook could make if you were to stab it into the side of a staff?
Sure. I don't know what to make of this. I am perplexed. Would any of you care to look? And I hold the staff out towards anyone else in the party.
Is that what I was dodging?
Give me a perception check. Yes, it is. You notice that the leather strips are covered in barbs. All the strips have the barbs on them.
Oh, look at this.
I should probably cut those down.
A 44.
Yeah.
Ammunition plus
right.
2 times 10.
This stuff
What
like-
kind of
I don't want
ammunition?
to scratch my
Is it
scimitars, though.
Arrows,
Do we have something
bolts,
else that'll cut these down?
arrows, or bolts?
If there are barbs on there, why don't we just use the staff to move them out of the way?
Can I reroll?
Yeah, that's an idea. Here, I'll stand aside and let you do that.
Oh shit. You just rerolled another? How many bucks did you have? God damn it.
So Crow will move up, and he will
No,
use
it's
the
fine.
staff to try and move the barbs.
That's
out
good
of the-
stuff.
Move the curtains out of the way with the barbs.
As you're moving these strips out of the way, you notice that there is a hole on the floor and one in the opposite wall that are about the length of that staff apart from each other.
Oh, so you could just prop it open to hold the curtain open?
Yes.
Awesome. Then that's exactly what I will do.
And now that the curtain is open, the smell of old blood assaults your nose. The floor is covered with dried puddles of it. 4 ceiling to floor columns are spread around the chamber, and chains have been strung between them like a clothesline. Animal carcasses hang on hooks from the chains. You can see gutted and skinned antelope, deer,
15.
goats, what might be a big cat, even a few small deers.
Oh.
Some of the meat has
Oh.
been here for a while. If you're to go based off the smell that you guys have,
Can we see into there as well? I mean, you just described it, but we can't see it on the map.
You have to open the line of sight barrier.
Ah, there we go.
you'll have to show me how to do that.
You just go to the line of sight layer and then you click and move it.
So do we see any footprints or any sign of loot?
No, you do not see anything that looks like your tiefling friend. The smell is very strong of rotten meat,
Both kinds
but
would be
no
used.
sign of tiefling.
Does it look like if he'd gone through here, he would have left tracks?
There's a few spots where the blood is still fresh, but for the most part, a lot of it is dried out. And can I get a perception check? As
I
far
have
as
no
you can
idea.
tell, nobody's been there for months.
Search the area. Maybe there will be clues left behind.
Yeah.
Indeed. Crow will begin searching.
More chains, more meat hanging on hooks, more rotten flesh, dried blood, a few puddles of blood, no
Ugh.
sign of tiefling. Basically, it looks like a slaughterhouse. Basically, it's where they stored all their meat.
Where did that that spear handle go? Somebody still have that?
It's
And-
holding the curtain open by the door.
It's holding the curtain open? Okay.
Yeah, there was a notch in the floor and in the wall that were just the right length for that spear to fit and hold the curtain out of the way. Which is probably how the kobolds came through here. Whenever they had entered this room, they probably used that broken spear to keep the barbs out of the way.
Gro's gonna look for like what seems like the freshest piece of meat that he can find, and just kind of take a hunk of it.
You find one that looks fresh. Can't guarantee how long it's been there, and by looking at it, you can't even tell what it came from.
That's fine. It's unimportant.
Well, I don't see any signs of Lou. Can we get out of here?
Perhaps you went further in to confront
It's a dead
our
end.
fearsome foes
Again.
himself.
He might have exited the cave, and I didn't see
Two
him
more
before
sticks,
I
please.
entered.
That means the only way left to explore
Sticks, please.
is the tunnel where the chest was. You don't think he would go and try to loot it before us, would you? Alright,
Anything is
so
possible.
healing Isifa for
He did
9.
seem eager to avail himself of its contents.
Quickly!
Which way was out?
73 and 34. So
Do we need to go
34.
this way?
Restorative
I'm
ointment.
following Finrun since he just came in.
Yes!
Sorry, I thought I saw someone else drag their token that way.
Yeah, I think Ronald immediately jumped to where you guys were going, even though I do have dice rolls I have to make as you move.
Man.
Getting into this room,
You're giving us so
Gro
much
will
healing
throw a hunk of
potions.
meat that he picked up into the pit with the guard drakes, and he'll smile and wave at them as he does so.
Aww.
And then continue on.
Nah, I'm gonna drink them bitches.
I don't think this is the right way.
This is the way we came.
It is.
But I thought we came in down this way because
No, this is a tunnel that goes
I
under.
remember being at the.
This is the right way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, last time you guys were here, a fight broke out right away, and then you guys left. So this chamber has been enlarged and reshaped from its original form. The floor and 3 of the walls are smooth. The stalactites and stalagmites have been polished into gleaming columns. Every surface glistens with moisture, and the air is warm and humid. The flat walls of the chamber are decorated with shallow, abstract carvings of dragons. Dragons' tails coil into intricate patterns and knots that flow across the wall. The creatures portrayed on the northern west corner stands out. A 5-headed dragon, over where Asifa is, rising from an erupting volcano. Other dragons, which seem dwarfed by the 5-headed monstrosity, flock to its side. A small wooden chest with silver and mother of pearls inlay sits on the floor in the corner in front of the monstrous dragon carving.
Hey, isn't what's her name a 5-headed dragon? I bet that's a carving of what's her name.
Tiamat? Yes, I have seen many depictions like this.
Be careful of the chest. If it's as valuable as it appears in a place like this, perhaps they would lay traps lest invaders come and
I'm a
take their
clap
prey.
Crow on the shoulder. Well, go examine it then. Aren't you And it kind of waves his hands around in the air. Aren't you one of the sneaky types? See if it's trapped.
With an elaborate bow, Crow will begin sort of dancing his way over to the chest, and he will check it for any signs of any traps or anything.
Before he does, can I smack him on the shoulder and give him guidance? You say that's what it, that's what that little pep talk was. Boom.
So what am I rolling to check?
That'd be perception.
Another potion of
would it
greater
be
healing.
investigation?
I would guess investigation.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go with the investigation check.
Investigation. Okay. 17.
You can tell it's trapped, but you don't see the trap itself. But you can tell that it is trapped and it's locked.
Okay. Does it look like I would be able to attempt to disarm it? Say,
Well,
with Thieves' Tools.
technically, you can try anything you want.
He said you couldn't see. Wait, you couldn't tell how it's trapped.
You don't. He doesn't see the trap itself, but he can tell that it is rigged to a trap. He just not quite sure where the trap is or what gets triggered if the trap goes off.
So is it like a pin or pressure plate? Like what does he see that lets him know there's a trap?
Something with the hinge in the back doesn't look quite right. And the floor that it's sitting on, you can barely make out along the edge a possible pressure plate or some other kind of switch at the base of the chest itself.
I'm gonna walk up and grab him by the shoulder. I believe in you, friend. You can do this. And give him guidance again, and I'm gonna run around the corner because I really don't believe in him.
Yeah, all the rest of us are backing away.
Okay, so what kind of check would it be for me to attempt to disarm this trap then? We're looking at Thieves' Tools.
Yeah, that would be Thieves' Tools.
If you have thieves tools, then yes.
Okay.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yes, you successfully see the hinge is trapped and you're able to disconnect it. And you can tell that the floor itself was just a ruse to get you to look away from the hinge.
Such a clever contraption.
Good job. What's in it?
What is in there, friend? I shout from across the room. Is it safe?
It certainly appears to be. Yeah. Is the chest open now? Is it unlocked? Can we open it?
Level 3.
No, you only disarmed it.
Okay. So is it unlocked or is it?
It's
is
locked.
It locked or what? It's locked. Okay. So I guess I'll make another Thieves' Tool check to try and unlock it.
You don't have guidance anymore. Damn!
As if he needs it.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
I mean, a
Yes.
27 would have been nice.
You successfully unlocked it.
He sounds so sad.
Crow stands proudly, the kind of way that a child would, if he's like looking to his parents after he's done something great.
Open it!
Yep, open it, look inside.
Inside the chest, you find a few treasures that have been looted from various places during the raids. There is a string of pearls necklace in there, a gold and sapphire ring, a axe of some sort,
Oh shit. Are
and it looks like 5 potions are in there.
you sure it's just 5?
Woohoo.
What did you mention before the pearls?
I think
I'm
the
going
pearls were the first
to
thing.
use my Furbolg of Magic to use Detect Magic. See if anything in there is magical.
The axe and the potions are the only thing that light up.
Can I tell what kind of magic? I mean, well, that's literally what Detect Magic.
Oh, so
I think it
that
would be
means the ring is
enchantment.
just pretty.
Yeah, the ring and the necklace. It's loot, boys! Unfortunately, we don't have any way to identify things, so... By the dead air.
What do these potions look like?
Kind of like your standard healing potions, only a little bit deeper of a red.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we should. There appear to be 5 of us, 5 potions, so I guess 1 each.
Well, and why don't we just sort of store them all together until we figure out what they are? I'm not that interested in carrying something I don't know. Except for the ring and the pearl necklace. I'll carry those.
So what size is the axe itself?
Yeah, hand axe, great axe, battle axe.
Yeah, I'm reading it. I don't see. I'm trying to see if it says on there what size axe it is.
It's a battle axe.
Okay, that answers that. Battle axe.
So Rano speaks up. Well, I can carry those. I can keep you healed with the power of nature with my berries. We can use these if really needed.
They're
That sounds
probably
legit.
good if they were kept in this if they were kept in this chest, but
But you're the one who said they didn't want to carry it.
that's true. Is the ring pretty?
It is a pretty gold and sapphire colored ring.
1 life cleric, 2 druid.
Nice.
As you guys take the potions out, you see that down at the bottom, the same color as the chest, is a small pouch as well.
Did it emanate magic when I
No, it didn't.
okie doke.
Ooh, what's in that?
Yeah, let's have a look inside the pouch.
Inside the pouch, you find half a dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones.
Now these are shiny. Perhaps you should hold on to these as well.
I will do so. I'm quite strong. I have no problem being the mule. And I flex my muscles at you.
Crow will swoon admiringly.
With drool running out of the side of your mouth.
A little bit, yeah.
Still? All right. Well, what else do we have around here?
Well, you can see that there's a tunnel that on the south, you can't quite see where it goes, and off to the east, you see a set of stairs.
Any footprints or any signs of Lou?
This room is kept immaculately clean, so even if Lou had come through here, he would not have left any trace at all.
It's unlikely that our red friend came through here. At least, not without attempting to open the chest. And with the trap having not been triggered and the contents still inside, it's unlikely that that was the case.
So then where is the boy? Could he have been captured? Now you see his one eye opens up a little bit more panicked. Maybe they took him from us.
And this isn't the way out. I don't think we're going the right way.
Well, it looks like the tunnel proceeds to the south and to the west. Which way do we go?
I will leave that to our light bearer. And he'll give Isifa an elaborate bow.
All right, well, let's go south then.
And as you stand up from that bow, you see you left a big puddle of drool on the ground behind you.
Yep.
I'm gonna charge ahead of everybody else. Is this tunnel a dead end here? I know it's not because I can see.
As you come around the corner, you can see that there is a rope ladder, and it looks like a rug or something along those lines is covering the hole at the top of the ladder, roughly 30 feet up.
Do we want to take a peek at the east tunnel first, or do we want to go up that thing?
I already grabbed the ladder and start climbing up.
I'll climb behind him.
I'm infuriated, incensed, looking for the boy. We must make sure he's safe!
Boy. Where are you, boy?
I don't know.
I take it you're going to move the rug or carpet once you get there.
Oh, yeah. No attempt at stealth. Just climb to the top, shove the rug aside, and then climb up onto the... Oh, hello! Pull out my shillelagh club and point it towards whoever that is. Where have you taken my friend?
I'm going up the rope ladder too.
And Crow will follow as well.
And I can't move my token.
Yeah, there's a sight barrier. I think you're gonna have to roll initiative, and then you can move through. Huh. Uh-oh.
As you holler at her, guards come storming into the room. I take it everyone's going up the ladder.
Yep.
Yep.
She hollers at you that you do not belong here. And then the guards are going to rush forward to it.
Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Hey, wait, what? They just rush forward? We don't... Oh, they're first. and start to track her.
All right. The first guard is going to attack Ronald.
You had better not. That's a miss.
The second guard is going to attempt to push Crow back into the hole.
Uh-oh.
Isn't it a
Yeah,
contested
but
check?
You have to hit first.
doesn't he? He has to actually hit first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now the contested check. And you manage to not fall in the hole. And the third one is going to attack Roland.
Hit.
Angry Crow, it is your turn.
Okay, so Crow's gonna drop the bow that's in his left hand, and he's gonna draw his dagger. So he'll have his tanto and his dagger out. He's gonna go ahead and attempt to stab at the guard that's immediately in front of him.
God, we are in some deep shit right now.
And that guard immediately
Oh,
drops.
God. Maybe not.
He's gonna move forward,
It's a hell of a
and he's
hit.
gonna flurry of blows and attack the two guards on either side of him. So the first,
I love
the one
you,
to the
Daddy
top,
Warbucks.
Den Ryoku, thanks for the resub, brother. 11 months.
then
It's
the one-
almost a year. Can you believe it? I actually, I need
And
to do
your second
something.
attack missed.
Right? You guys give me your suggestions, because
okay.
just a
After
couple
that,
of weeks
he's
is our
gonna kind of-
5-year anniversary. I want to do something, but then I'm like not creative and I'm out of ideas. So
and that will end his turn.
Can you make that jump over the hole
Shooties? Oh, I
from a
got you,
standing
dog.
point?
What? Yeah, because my standing jump would be 6 feet.
Okay. It's only a 5-foot hole. Just had to make sure. Asifa, you are up.
All right, let's hit this guy. I am reckless.
He's dead.
And I say, do you want to die today? And I strike with my offhand at, what's her name there?
And that hits as well.
Oh, I did reckless, but I didn't use advantage. Oh well.
If you want to roll that one again to see if you crit.
do it. Oh, rip.
Alright, now it is the cultist's turn. First one's going to move right there. And the second one's going to move there. Both attacks at
No.
Alright.
Oh, rip. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll disregard that unless we're going to start letting NPCs
No, I
get,
never do. Never do.
Okay. And now Frulama is going to go. She did not like that little tiny poke you gave her.
She didn't take it as a warning?
Uh-oh.
She's going to command you to dance. I need a wisdom save.
I have a nice sword dance.
Shit, man. Stop.
And with that, she's going to move this way to try and leave the room.
Oh, no, you don't.
Spin around.
Okay. Seeing that our main fighter has been charmed, I'm going to see if I can try and charm her back into our good graces.
That's not how charm works.
What, you can't wrest someone away who's already charmed?
Not with recharming them. No.
All right, never mind.
Besides, she only told me to dance. She didn't tell me not to attack these two guys.
Oh my god, that chair.
But can you attack them if you're busy using your action to dance?
Probably not. Can I dance with scimitars? I like dancing with scimitars.
And Finneron, what would you like to do?
Let me see. I'm just going to cast a firebolt on this guard to the south of me.
It hits, and he immediately puts the flames out. Anything else?
I think that'll be it.
Rono, it is your turn.
Yes. I, seeing her run, going to run here. And I'm going to hold up my staff and point it towards her. And as I do, I'm going to shout, "You will not escape my wrath! Tell me what you've done with the boy!" And I'm going to cast Entangle. So everything in that radius needs to make a strength save or be restrained. And that entire area is now difficult terrain. What? Well. Uh-huh.
It is still difficult terrain, though, right?
It is still difficult terrain. How far did I move? 10 feet? Yeah. I'm just gonna run up and lock her in combat, and I'm gonna use bonus action to Shillelagh. And done.
Roland?
All right. Having to need to stow my bow to even climb this ladder, I'm actually going to pull out my short sword and slash at this guard next to me.
And with that, the guard drops dead.
All right, and then I will actually move forward to here, and that'll be it.
Oh, yeah. Try to run now, B.
It is now the guard's turn. Ronald, coming down the hall, you can see a guard stumbling, trying to crawl through there.
Okay.
And you are the only target he has for his spear attack.
Of course. All right.
Angry Crow, you are up.
All right. Crow is going to move up a little. He's going to move over to here, and he's going to attempt to stab the cultist that's above him.
And that cultist dropped dead.
Okay. After that, he's going to step up to here and attempt to kick the other one. Oh, ignore the sneak attack damage. And then he's going to move off. Let me just retrace my movement.
And after you move, then you're done.
Yes.
Asifa, it is your turn.
So now, what exactly was cast at me?
Command. You have to follow the command
Command.
you were given.
Okay, so it was command, and the charm is an effect of that.
Yep.
Okay, so can I attack do a nice scimitar sword dance and attack this cultist guy?
No.
Darn.
No. But it only lasts for
Okay,
one
well,
round.
Okay, well, so I'm dancing.
And it is now the cultist's turn. The one next to Asifa will attack.
And so if he attacks me, I can attack him next time, right? Oh, I can anyway, because you said it was only one round. Never mind.
Alright, I'm moving the other cultists because there is more of them.
Hmm.
It is now Frulam's turn.
Why are they all so
She's going to cast that on Ron.
wrong? Did you say whole person? Wisdom save. Yeah, you get out of here, B.
Of course. Then she's going to try and move her max distance. She is going to try moving her max distance.
Yep. Of course we're taking AO. Fuck. I get you.
And both of those hit.
Oh, I think I'm wrong. Oh, that's right. That's not.
Finron, it is your turn.
Forgive me while I troubleshoot, guys.
Okay. I think I've got a plan. Okay, what I'm going to do is use my class feature enthralling performance and perform a song to try and charm Frulam Mondoth and two of her cultist followers by singing a song, the first verse of which I will sing if it pleases the DM.
Go ahead.
Time to settle the score. He's loaded to feel their remorse. Steadfast, strong, that's for sure. The deal of his life takes its course. No giving in. They don't understand. They get to give up and to meet his demands. Countdown coming your way. He's the last to obey. Watch him seizing the day. Redeemer of souls. Thank you. That's it.
You know, I cast a spell so I know what saves they're gonna need.
Well, it's not a spell. Hold on, let me see.
It's still it uses your spell save DC. So it's a wisdom save. His spell DC is 13. You said 2 cultists?
Yes, the two behind her.
Oh, aren't we just all friends now?
And Ronald, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna produce flame and throw it at the guard that's between me and Frulam. And here it is. And I'm gonna shout, "Tell me what you've done with the boy! I will not be so forgiving!" And then I'm just gonna take a step back and prepare to attack anything that comes forward. I'm done.
Roland?
All right. Roland's going to turn to Rono and say to him, "You've got this from this side. I'll see you on the other side." And then
No, don't go!
Face step
No, don't go!
over here.
I have made a terrible
And-
mistake.
And then from here, I'm going to unleash Arms of Adar for a whole whopping 3. That's awesome.
That's everything.
Yeah, I was counting how many cultists were left over there.
Whew.
Alright, Frulam made her save. 2 of the cultists made their save, the other 4 failed.
And that's all.
Welp.
All right, it is the guard's turn. He's going to move 20 to the edge of the difficult and then the last 10. And he's going to attack Roland, who's right in the middle of the entire group. Roland does 13 hit.
Sorry. Nope.
Crow, it is your turn.
All right, so Crow's going to move up a little bit. Unfortunately, he can't see any further. Is this area actually lit?
It is
Because I
dim
believe-
lit in the chamber
Okay.
you're in. It's dim lit in the other chamber. Passageway between the two is not lit at all, other than the bleed through of blood.
Okay, I was just wondering because obviously she moved through, and I'm assuming she's human, right? So she can see. I should be able to see in theory, but I can't see anyone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a bow shot at this guy. Actually, I'm not. I'm just gonna throw my dagger at one of my daggers.
And your dagger misses.
Okay, and I'll draw another dagger. That'll end my turn.
Ossipa, it's your turn.
And I smile at that cultist in front of me and attack recklessly,
Miss.
which misses.
Okay, I think I
You
got him all
smile.
lined up again.
And he smiles back as both of your attacks
And
miss.
Finrod had a nat 20.
And he looks at you and says, "My."
6.
Yeah. That hits.
Yay!
In the other room, that cultist is going to move up to there, and they have one target. So all 6 are going at Roland.
Rip. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 18, 22, 28 by my count.
The last attack would have been one
a
death
death
save,
save, yeah.
or a death fail.
Unless you got something funky to do.
No, you rolled death save on your turn. You got one fail from.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
With him down, the other cultists are all going to move to try and block the hallway.
He'll roll in for 4. Okay, I'll let him know on his turn.
Then it is Brulam's turn, and she's going to make a run for it. Lou, it is your turn. You are at the entrance of the cave or the cavern.
Why did he get back there?
Well, I don't. So no one else is here.
Not that you can see. You left to find Finrond after you finished your long rest and are just now getting back to the Dragon Hatchery.
Well, I'm just gonna go start looking for my friends. I'm just gonna dash down. And I can't do anything because I dashed.
Yeah, maybe you should have just moved first and then seen.
Finrond, it is your turn.
All right, so there are a whole bunch of mooks blocking the passageway. About where that 20-foot cube is, I'm going to cast the spell Shatter.
Nice.
That's going to block our way.
Why would that block our way?
Shatter isn't going to break any of the rock around us, too?
Maybe it wouldn't if you wouldn't have gave Giz the idea.
Not this time, but maybe next time.
What's the radius? Isn't it 10 feet?
Yes, sir.
And you're still casting? Okay, did you just place that or did Rano place that?
I'm helping.
Yes, I will cast it there.
Is it half damage on a pass or no damage?
Half damage
It's
on a
half.
pass. So 4 save?
The guard saved, and 2 of the cultists saved. No, 3 of the cultists saved. And that is another fail for Roland.
Oop. You said 4 of the cultists saved, or
Yes, 4 of the cultists saved, 2 of them failed.
Actually, there's something in Twitch chat.
yeah, I know. We weren't addressing it yet.
Okay. I'm surprised I noticed.
Yeah, don't matter. All right, is Finn done?
Finron?
Oh, yeah, casting that spell was my action.
All right, so Rano
Okay, Rano?
is going to go there. 5, 15, 25. So that's like max move. I will healing word and attack my shillelagh. So he heals for 13 because there's some Twitch gods putting a stank on it. And then shillelagh attack. And then I'm done.
And that was my guard that heals for 13, right?
Yeah, right.
Roland, it is your turn.
All right, Roland standing up, feeling a headache from moments ago, is going to stab at this thing with a short sword.
It's dead.
All right,
Anything else, or
and
just
yeah, I'm actually going to back up.
you were standing next to the one cultist? He takes the attack off.
Okay, that's it.
Angry Crow, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, Krill's gonna move over to here then. He's going to stab at the cultist in front of him. And move back down here.
And you kick the weapon out of his hand as you slice his throat. You can take the disarm action if you want to steal his weapon.
Is he wielding a scimitar?
Yes, he is.
Well, I don't have a hand free, so I guess not.
Isafa, it is your turn.
Well, so that's all for here. Okay, so I guess that's as far as I can move. I can see those guys, but I can't. I'll go ahead and take the dodge action.
Alright, it is now the cultist's turn. He's going to move up there. The other two are going to take the dash action and leave the room same direction that Frulam went.
Shout after them, I will kill you all!
And the one that stepped forward is going to attack
It's a hit.
Rana. It is now Frulam's turn. And she's going to cast that at Lou, telling you to freeze like a statue.
Really, dude? Fuck out of here. JK Sneevers.
And she's still going to make a run for it even though her spell failed. Lou, it is now your turn.
I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at her.
And that hits.
And that is it.
Finron.
I'll just cast a firebolt at the last cultist standing.
And he dies.
And that's it.
Drop concentration on the entangle. And then I'm going to run forward. If I have 30. And from here, I can see the two cultists. I'm... no mercy. Level 2 ice knife at the one in the front. If it hits, he's taking 2 piercing. I know. But regardless, both of them need to make DC 14 or take 10 cold.
And they both drop.
Good. Good. Yeah, I'm done.
Rolling.
That was my last level 2.
All right, seeing that people are running that direction, I'm now going to follow to get to there. And I am going to use my action to eat a good berry.
Dope.
All right, Angry Crow.
All right, so Crow's going to start off by moving. So that's 40. Now, is it lit up here as well?
Just what light bleeds through from the main rooms.
Right. See, I can't see any light bleeding through because there's no light source in here. So the only light I can see is from Isafa's torch.
I have the light cantrip on myself. At least I should.
Awesome. So I'm going to spend a key point to dash as a bonus.
I don't know, I can't see why he can't see. I thought he has devil sight.
As he's running past
Oh,
Rano,
he's
he
Crow.
shouts left or right.
How was that? Right! I think.
Okay.
Rano doesn't actually know.
So that's 55. 60. And I can't see past here.
Do you have movement left?
Yeah, I've got like 100 feet of movement.
There, can you see now?
I can see now, yes.
I moved the
that'll put me
barrier.
at about, that'll put me about 80. So that puts me at 100. And I guess I'm just gonna wait. How far away is she? 30 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dash up to her. And that'll end my turn.
Safa?
And that's my turn.
Why is it?
Rano and Roland, from where you guys are standing, you guys can hear loud snoring coming from the hallway to the left.
Huh.
It is now Frulam's turn. Targeting Angry Crow.
Okay.
Why is she not
wisdom
attacking
save?
with the halberd, man? Or using, you know, maybe he's trying to take it easy.
I believe that would be a fail. Spell DC 14.
Okay.
Whoops.
And she will now run past you. Lou, it's your turn.
Going to throw another Eldritch Blast. Or are you kidding me?
Your spell misfires, knocking you over. You are knocked prone.
I'm gonna stand up and then move 15 feet. And that'll be it.
Finron?
Okay, and I will take the dash action, which will let me move another 60 feet.
60.
Yeah, a dash action doubles your movement speed, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you said another 60. It lets you move 30 feet. 60 total.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Alright, and that's the end of your turn then?
Yep.
You can also now hear loud snoring coming from the left hallway. Rano, it is your turn.
Go charging after Mondarth. Can't see her. I'll dash. I can see Lou. You're safe. That's it. That's all I can do. He just runs forward and is kind of shocked to see him here.
Okay, Roland, it is your turn.
All right. I heard the snoring, and then I pretty much ignore it since everybody's running the opposite direction of it. So gets me to right about here, and guess I'm gonna have to dash myself. Up to here, and that's pretty much it.
Alright, Crow, you are charmed and paralyzed, I believe.
So what, does whole person charm you as well?
No, it's just a
Or
paralyze.
is it just her? Just
You have to
yeah.
repeat the
Alright,
save at the end of your turn.
save. Cool, I'll do that. Nope.
No, you will not.
Mustafa, it is your turn.
Hi, Lou. What's with you? And that's the end of it. Well, that's with you to the crow, and that's the end of my turn.
Crow is currently just stood in like silent, like not moving at all, with a really strange and pained, contorted look on his face. Kind of comical.
Since Asaf is getting close, she's gonna use her last level 2 slot.
And that's the wisdom save you said?
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
I do not have advantage. That's left over from before.
That's a concentration spell. She would
Yep.
be letting Crow out free.
So I ask, what's with Crow, and I take it on instead.
Yep, pretty much. You gotta remember, you're the first one that attacked her, so you're a bigger threat than Crow is, because she didn't see Crow hit him. She's gonna move basically to the edge of the map. Her next turn, she is gone.
I don't think she's gonna make it.
Lou,
And I'm just gonna throw another Eldritch Blast at her. And there it is.
and that hit, and Asifa, you are no longer paralyzed.
And
Oh,
that is it for me.
She gonna get it.
Finrond, you can still hear the snoring, and it is your turn.
Okay, which way is it coming from again?
Your entire party ran to the right. The snoring is coming from the left.
I'll go with the party. And that's it.
Rano, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run forward. Well, within 60. I'm gonna hit her with the nice knife. Probably, hopefully. I don't know. Yeah. So she takes 7 right away, and then she needs to make the dex save to avoid the 11.
She completely avoids.
Yes. Well, that'll be it for me.
Roland.
All right. I'm going to run forward to here, and then I will cast an Eldritch Blast.
And as she's running, you see her arms flail as that Eldritch Blast catches her square in the shoulders, and she drops to the ground.
Yeah, that's what's up, bitch.
And what would the party like to do? Because that essentially ends combat.
I'm gonna run up, see if she has anything on her, particularly books, scrolls, ledger, anything that'll let us know what they were doing here, or give us a clue as to what comes next.
Maybe we should bring her back into the cave. We can search her quarters.
I'm already searching.
And you don't find anything on her.
Punch her in the face one more time for good measure. Then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Are you punching me in the face?
Where did you go?
What do you mean, where did I go?
We've been everywhere looking for you.
I was looking for Finrond.
You've had us all so worried. Don't you ever do that again.
What's the healing on these berries?
For each.
You guys worry too much.
You could have been killed. Don't wander away from the rest of us.
You just kind of ignores him.
Ooh, what happened there?
And what would the party like to do?
I want to give Lou a spanking
search.
because he's not listening to me, and this is super serious.
Yeah, Crow is going to start moving back towards the rooms that we just came out of to try and search around.
Yeah, search all the things. Oh, look, there's a guy in here.
Oh, what's over here? Oh, there's a guy. Oh,
And now, those of you in that room or in that hallway can hear the loud snoring coming from the guy that is obviously out cold. There's 7 or 8 bottles of wine empty surrounding his feet. So pretty much know what he was doing in this empty treasure room.
do we need him alive?
Nah.
Okay, so I'll slit his throat.
Wait, we could potentially learn something here. Isn't
I
that what the
asked you if
mayor...
we need him.
You asked him! You let the boy tell you what to do? He obviously doesn't have good judgment.
All
you
right, I shrug and I'll hit him with the hilt.
Just woke him up. You're yelling. And also, he's obviously drunk. You think we're gonna get decent answers out of him?
Yes.
Whatever.
So I take it you guys are trying to wake him up.
No,
Uh,
I'm trying to knock him unconscious with the hilt of my sword.
Why would you knock him
Already
unconscious? We need him conscious.
He's out cold already. The empty alcohol bottles around his feet should kind of give that away.
Oh, all right. I'll just search the room.
Gonna bind his hands and feet.
Yeah, you've got that. I'll just search the room.
While searching the room, everything you find is worth maybe 16 gold at best.
Not worth it. Hi, glad you're back.
Thanks.
Well,
Oh, hi, Roland. Have you been here all this time? Now I'm going to search this room.
Nope,
Wait.
came in here since y'all were in there. Figured I'd backtrack even further to see if there's anything of use.
Cool. Did you search? Did you find anything?
As
Not
Issa
yet.
moves, as Issa moves back, Crow would ask her to grab his bow for him.
Oh, and the dagger you abandoned back in the other room, too.
Yes, please.
Okay.
If the lady would be so kind.
The lady would?
No, kind of speak over to Rana. So you gonna wake him up already, or?
I was just waiting for the chance.
Okay, Rana, what would you like to do?
Punch him. Wake up!
Wait. What do we need to get out of him? Information?
Yeah, he's gonna talk.
Like what do we need to know?
We'll work on the specifics in a moment.
Just okay.
He slightly stirs, his eyes flutter a little bit. It's obvious that he is waking up.
Now, Crow kind of move over and kind of hover above his face, just kind of looking, seeing him wake up, and as he looks at him, he'll just give a great big smile, looking really happy.
I don't like it.
And he looks over at you, sees the drool just rolling out of your mouth, and lets out a loud, drunken laugh.
I mean, it's all over his face then.
And you can see that he's trying to like roll over to like find a more comfortable position to go back to sleep.
I'm gonna punch him again.
And then he looks at you and he's like, "Why are you?" And then he rolls over and starts going back to sleep again.
Well, Maybe we take him with us. We'll let the people of Greenest decide what to do with him.
Nah, just save him the trouble. I mean, it'll just be dead weight anyways. Just have.
Be
just
quiet.
kill him now. No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Or you can wait till I get back there and I'll do it for you.
He's drunk. I mean, just get it over with. It's no point in hauling him back all the way to Greenest just so we can have some other people decide.
Seems to consider what you're saying. Pulls out his mace and then smashes it into his leg. Non-lethally.
He sits up, lets out a scream of pain, more garbled nonsense, and blacks out.
Great. Now we just. You're not gonna get anything out of him.
Not until the booze has run its course.
How
I
long do
say-
you think that will take?
It doesn't matter. Many of our friends are hurt, and I wheel around at him angry. Because of you!
Because of me?
Yes! Why would you leave? What purpose did you have?
Finneron.
Hmm.
I couldn't find him and I was worried and I just wanted
And you
to-
didn't think to involve any of us?
Well, I couldn't find you guys either.
We were all together. You were with us. I don't think you can lie to me about something I clearly remember.
You're not the smartest.
And we were all asleep.
You know, I didn't think to disturb you at the time. You know, I just.
What you did was foolish.
No. I am not injured at all.
That is the point of this conversation. We were. So why don't we just take a rest here and wait for our friend, and he gestures to the cultist, wait for our friend to wake up. Then we can ask him anything that we need to know.
Lou just kind of brushes Rano off and starts walking in.
Don't you ignore me, boy! And he just kind of like shouts from behind him, waving his finger in the air. Very angry.
Crow will turn to run off. An excellent idea, though. Yeah, let's give the place a search first, while we're waiting for him anyway.
Thought they already did.
I mean, there's like 2 other rooms as well.
Yeah, they're down there. I thought they already did.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're working on it, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anything in the room that 3 of us are in?
I know, I was waiting for the cultist stuff to finish playing itself out. You can see that the scabbards that the guards had are decorated. Probably not worth a lot. It's not something you've seen on the other guards or cultists. Other than that, the guards and the cultists that were in this room have coins and small gems, roughly 120 gold.
No, I'll take the coins and gems.
I'll actually collect the scabbards.
And I'll pick up Crow's bow. I think his bow's in here, and then I'll head over to the other room to search it and pick up his dagger.
They're both in the same room. The same room with the hole in it.
Okay, I have not picked it up yet then.
How many
How about this
scabbards
other-
were there?
There was 4 guards total, so 4 scabbards total.
Okay, so what do I find in this room where we came up the thing?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Spread open on one of the tables is a simple map of the Greenfields area showing villages the cult attacked and looted. An arrow is sketched from Greenfields towards the west and the town of Burgost on the tradeway, where the arrow then turns north. A separate sheet of paper is covered with numerals and columns containing the note, "Everything must be freighted north to Neritz. Remar allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones." Other papers are of less interest. Most have badly written poetry on them about dragons.
We're going to want this. I'll gather up those papers to take back. And I'll pick up the bow and the dagger. What else do we have in here?
Roland, in that room you're in, there is a small bed, a little fancier than all the other ones you've seen, and two small chests.
I want to see if they're locked or not, but not quite open it in case there's a trap.
The one chest is sitting partially ajar, and the other chest doesn't look locked.
Can I investigate them for any traps?
I mean, they're in his living quarters. I doubt they would be trapped.
Unless he doesn't trust his compatriots. Or
That's
a good
she.
point.
It was probably her quarters. What's her name's?
Yeah, you're probably right.
You don't find any traps.
All right, guess I'm opening them.
In the one trunk, you basically find spare sets of her clothes, and that's it. It's where she kept all her extra clothes and stuff like that. The other chest, you find Mordath's Cult of the Dragon regalia and a key with a dragon inscribed on it.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and pretty much show to the party. Well, for the people that are with me, they're like, "What do you think this means?"
Oh, yeah. We'll take that with these papers. I bet this is all related.
Dragon key.
Oh, we should search her beds, too. Does she have anything hidden under the mattress?
Or under the bed. Is there anything under the bed?
Unlike most teenage boys, there is nothing stashed under her mattress. What would the group like to do?
Guess we meet back with the rest
Yeah.
of them. Could I read some of the poetry?
Yeah, I'll give him all the poetry. Ah, here you all are. Hey, look what we found. From what's-her-name's office.
I thought I heard someone say poetry. I am intrigued.
Yeah,
Yeah, go talk to Lou there. Lou's got all that. We've got this. Hey, look at this. We got this map, and we got this regalia and a key. I think Lou has the key, but Roland's got the regalia stuff. And look, there's these notes here. I think we need to take action on this.
What are these
don't
notes
have-
you found?
I don't have the key. Someone else did.
Well, look at this. It has. Look at this map. See, here we've got these arrows here that point from greenest to the. I've forgotten the directions, to the west and then to the north. And there's these notes here about which I should have taken better notes, saying that we need to that they're supposed to take all of their stuff to this area
To
you know,
near
so we're
Tar.
using them-
I recognize
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
This
so
is-
that's what when they're looting, they're caravanning all that stuff there. but I don't know why.
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
We're gonna have to go after them, aren't we?
Have to. Want to. They will pay for the carnage they have wrought on the Sword Coast. I'm sure Greenest was but one location of many.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. We should do that.
Indeed, it wouldn't be much of a tale if the heroes allowed the villains to escape all the time. We must go after them and continue the tale.
Oh, and here's some loose coins and gems. Do you want to put those with those other gems that you were taking?
Sure. What did you find?
Here. I was told it's about 120 GP worth of miscellaneous coins and gems.
So 20 gold pieces each?
Do we want to just split it up?
That's what we've been doing.
I mean, yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, the only reason I've been carrying all the other gems and stuff is because of, well, this. So I can carry, like, all the
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, because the gems are small things.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just all the things.
Well, we get some downtime. I should take a look at the ones that were just ornamental and see about fitting them into my outfit. I'm gonna do that with the pearls too, I think.
Or we could not allow you to do that, and we could sell these valuable items to better equip ourselves for combat.
Oh, pfft.
You humans are so greedy. I will never understand your kind.
Crow looks horribly hurt, and he's really acting it up.
That's hurtful, man. That's so. Finron, you're interested in the poetry?
Yes, indeed.
Are you into poetry?
Well, I'm a singer. I'd need to be well versed in poetry.
Well, you know, I was looking it over, and it appears to be very well written. I'll sell it to you for 4 gold.
I need a deception check. For that comment, I'm gonna need a deception check. And then the counter from Finra.
Okay, do I roll charisma?
Insight.
Insight.
Insight. All right, just a moment.
Oh no! What do we do?
Rip.
Don't
You-
lie to me.
You can tell that he is not telling you the truth about the quality of the poetry card.
All right, I simply extend my hand impatiently and say, what's gold between friends? Just let me have a peek."
And I lean over and whisper, "It's not worthy of you. Trust me."
Crow will suddenly stop and go, "Ah! We missed a room. There was another passage in the room with the chest."
Well, telling that Finron's not buying it, I'll hit.
I thought we were going to take a short.
We're squabbling.
Rano, I will let you know he is not on a cot. He basically passed out in the treasure room drinking and slept where he fell.
Oh, boo. I thought you said he was on a mattress or... Okay, never mind.
What's the poetry you read? Like, how bad is it?
Is this a short or
Okay,
no? While they argue.
Finrond reads a passage.
I was asking the DM a question.
I didn't catch the question.
I know. Is this a short or no?
Yes, you can take a short.
April will spend 30 minutes in quiet meditation.
Okay, Finron Firestar reads aloud a selection from the bad poetry. Darling, oh darling, don't hate me, please, if I tell you your feet smell like moldy cheese? Oh, this is rubbish. And
I
he
thought it was all about
takes a
dragons.
firebolt and sets it.
Just replace
Oh, well, he
Darling with
found
Dragons.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
poetry was about dragons.
Apparently, she had less than professional admiration for one of the dragons. So Finron just snaps his fingers and sets the bad poetry on fire.
While we're taking a rest, could I cast my or summon my familiar?
Case it, right?
Yeah.
You already have a token for it?
I think a session ago I asked if you could make one, or because I don't know how to make a token.
So look in your journal and tell me if there's a token.
No.
Oh, cute. What's that? What is he?
That is a case it.
Crow, in answer to your question, not in this room. In this room, it's just busted crates left behind, that cultist in the corner with all his empty wine bottles, and the few coins that have already been picked up.
Okay, I mean, are there like laces on his boots or anything?
It's possible that there's laces on his boots. I mean,
Oh,
he
shit.
is
It doesn't have
currently
devil stick.
bound and tied up.
Okay, I'll just take the lace from his boot. What I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to tie it around the gem that I have and wear it as a necklace. Or actually just tie it around my wrist, I guess.
What did you tie around? What?
The I have the small brightly colored gem that I have. The gem of brightness.
Oh, he's gonna try to wear it as a necklace.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna wear it like a bracelet instead.
Is it an actual magicite? Judd? Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Flashlight.
Yeah, I totally should have done that ages ago. Just had a flash of inspiration. Decided to do that now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, you can attempt to do pretty much anything. Whether or not it backfires later is yet to be seen.
Sure. Okay. So I tie the gem of brightness as kind of like a bracelet around my wrist.
Oh.
So how long of a short rest are you guys taking?
Just an hour, the minimum.
Yeah. I'm gonna temporarily dismiss my familiar.
So do we want to go back down and search some of the other areas we were, or do we just want to, like, where the rope ladder was, or do we just want to head out after that town place?
Well, we need to question this fine gentleman first. but I would recommend being thorough in our clearing of this facility, just in case we find anything useful, information-wise, or anything that needs addressing.
Has
But we need to
this,
be fast.
has this cultist come to after this hour?
He's restrained. He won't be able to escape.
I mean, I'm just saying, if he's come to, so we could question.
He basically just rolls over, but you can tell he's still out cold.
Hey guys, who's coming with me to look?
I will.
Roland's going as well.
And I think I need help. Oh, thank you. Hey, you got here ahead of us.
Finrod,
Okay.
will you be joining the party?
Oh, just a moment.
And then do we find anything here? Oh, I don't know if we finished searching this. This is where the chest is.
The chest. Cool.
The one I got my pearl necklace from. See? And this ring, isn't it pretty?
Where'd you get that?
From this chest.
Looted from the townsfolk and villages, I expect.
Yeah, if they make a claim, I'll return it.
I will make the claim on their behalf. We are not here to further line our pockets.
Okay. So I hand them over to him.
You can hold on to them for now. If they come up to you, you could return them. But for now,
Before Roland goes any further, he's going to cast a spell on himself.
Besides, how will they know that we have them in order to return them to them if we don't display them?
if that problem comes, we shall figure it out then.
We shall not. When we return to Greenest, we should give them what was lost. It is the
Exactly.
honest thing to do.
Yeah, you just gotta, go find the people, and we might not come across them, but yeah, we'll return.
Do we need to
Krill-
poke? Guys, do we need to poke at these stairs or something? We've had other ones be trapped.
I would like to point out, I kept that pole from the broken spear. As we approach these stairs, I'm going to kind of smack it at the max length. Make sure that there's nothing spooky here.
I'm gonna step back.
Don't worry, a section of the ceiling is not going to fall on your head for bashing on the stairs this time.
Does something else happen instead?
I hope not.
You poke and prod at the stairs, nothing happens. What would you guys like to do?
I believe it
I'm
to be
just gonna head
safe.
down.
Careful. We do not know what could be.
Yeah, but we can deal with whatever comes.
So Crow's gonna speak the command word and light up the beacon on his wrist. There isn't a thing on here for it, though, I don't think. Because it's 30 and 30 and not 20 and 20 like a light cantrip.
I see some.
I'll have to add it to the macro.
I see two things. We should probably stop.
30-foot ledge is in front of you. With the light from the torch and the cantrip and everything, you guys can see, well, basically everything you can see right now, which would be the dragon eggs in the corners. The stairs that look just like the ones on the Drake's cage, the iron bars, the gate at the bottom. On a wall north of Finron, you can see the key hanging there.
Now the question is, where is the thing that laid the egg?
Well, seeing us up
There's-
here, Crow's gonna have his bow in his left hand, and his tanto in his right.
Do you suppose the key that had the dragon head on it would go to this cage?
Oh, you said
Does
there
it-
was a key here, right?
There is a key hanging on the wall just north of Finron right now.
Do we see anything in this pit over here?
Nope, all you see is a dark pit.
We can't see down there even with the light.
It's maybe
Oh.
20 feet. Your torch doesn't light up anything.
But
Oh, okay.
his stone is it's 60 total, 30 bright, 30 dim.
And he's on the other side of the chamber.
It's right
The
here.
shadow
next to me.
from the shadow would block out anything that would possibly be at the base.
I mean, I can see that and that.
Yes, in that pit you guys can see. Asafo was talking about the pit on the far right side of the map.
Oh, over here.
But
Okay.
why?
I'm gonna summon my cape and have him shapeshift into a so he can fly over the pit. And I share my senses with him. And he's my family. So do I see anything else in the pit when I have him fly over?
Just the 2 dragon eggs.
Okay. I'm gonna have him come back. And I'm gonna dismiss him. Yeah, there's nothing else in the pit.
Then I see no reason to go down there.
Or
Dragon eggs are a good reason to go down there.
exactly. The perfect reason to go down there, since there's nothing else there.
For what reason would we grab the dragon's eggs?
Worthful, so the cult can't take them and return them.
That
So they can use them against us.
is an actually good idea. Dragons are noble and powerful creatures, and to have one corrupted and used by the cult would truly be unfortunate.
Also, they're worth a lot
think-
to the right of.
You shut up!
Do we think this is naturally a dragon's lair that the cultist took advantage of, or do we think that the cultist brought the eggs here?
They probably brought the eggs here. 'Cause
Based on the stairway with the iron bars, it would be safe to assume it was built.
So I suppose we should return these to the mommy dragon.
or we could, yeah, sure.
It would be the honest thing to do.
Yes,
Or we
the-
could raise them ourselves and turn them into valuable allies.
that would be the. I don't know.
Someone go retrieve them.
Yeah,
I'll
not
go
it.
down. Give me the key.
It's there on the wall.
Crow will go
Nobody-
down with her.
Okay, if nobody's grabbed it yet, I'll actually go back and grab it and
I'll
then come
s-
down here.
I'll
Does
stand
it
over-
match the dragon key we got in the other room? Now that we have it
No,
grabbed?
it doesn't.
Okay, so that's something else. Okay, I'll open this up.
Stand over here to keep an eye on them.
Everyone standing in a yellow circle, I need a dex save. Everyone standing in a red circle, I need a con save.
What do the circles mean?
I'm glad I moved out the way.
So would Finn and Crow be in both circles?
Yes. There's 2 circles of each.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of fail.
Sorry, what was the first one? Con and Dex.
Dex.
Was it?
con for red, dex for yellow.
We forgot to look for traps.
I don't know. That's a trap.
Okay, those that failed the red take a whole 2 points of fire damage.
I assume a 21 passed.
Yeah, you passed. I wasn't worried about you doing it. Those that failed the yellow are stuck in place and restrained. It was a glue bomb that went off. It'll take a DC. It'll take his strength to break out. And I also need initiative rolls.
That's some high initiative.
Oh, but they have to get up out of the pit.
They got down there. Sure they can get up.
All right, Finrod, you are first, and you are restrained in place by the glue bomb.
Okay, I'm going to cast Shatter down in that pit.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
And
That is awful.
That is super, super
That is
unfortunate.
3d8 of damage. What is that?
2. That's just.
well, it's something.
Yeah, you gotta remember they got a -1 modifier.
It doesn't matter. I should have just murdered them all.
Oh my god.
3 of them passed. 1 of them died. Oh, actually, it didn't. 3. Actually, all 4 lived.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should have died on a 3d8.
That's it for me.
Wow.
I need 4 dex saves for that fire. All 4 kobolds are gonna throw another firebomb up.
Oh god.
Finron and Crow, you are both standing where the firebombs hit. There's
So-
4 of them total.
Yep, I'm just double checking. So I have disadvantage because I'm restrained. These are deck saves, right?
Yes, and you'd both be restrained, so you both have disadvantage.
So we both have to make 4.
Correct. All right, 3 for each pass. So Crow, you passed 2, you failed 2. Finron, don't see one of your saves with advantage, disadvantage.
Oh,
You
one of
need-
them is at the top. 19.
Yeah, it's
that's
supposed to have
true.
disadvantage.
Okay, so I'll make another one.
And Finron, you passed on 3, failed on 1.
Is it half damage on a save?
Half damage on a save.
So that'd be 15 damage for him? No, 16. And then what about Crow?
Crow takes 20 total.
Holy crap.
He failed 2 of them. No, correction, he failed 3 of them. He's got that nat 1 in there. So yeah, that's 3 fails.
So 24.
Yep.
All right.
Rono, it is your turn.
I'm just charge 10 feet forward and gonna do my new signature ice knife. Right in the, it doesn't even matter, at the one in the front, but it's gonna burst on them all.
All right, deck saves. The one in front's dead. One of them is still alive.
All right, and then I'm gonna run back because I don't want to get hit by a bomb. That doesn't look fun.
Did I
Miss
actually
Alpha?
get the? Yeah, did I actually get the gate open?
You grabbed the key off the wall? Yes, you did.
Okay. So for my action, I'm gonna force feed my last berry to Crow. Oh joy. But I don't see it, so I don't know about it. I'm really wishing I had a
Are you done?
no, I'm gonna come in and head towards one of the eggs. And pick up the egg. Can I pick it up? Is it too big?
Hang on, I'm looking for the weight. 150 pounds, and it's about 3 feet tall.
Okay, I can manage that. So I'm going to move it 5 feet. I have 5 more feet of movement, so I'm going to start heading back, carrying it with me. Oh, actually, I probably can't go 5 feet because I'm sure I'm burdened with that thing.
You are
Okay,
not.
I'm done. I am not?
No, I added it to
No.
your
18
inventory
strength.
with
18
150.
strength. Yes. Okay. So I can't move the egg, but move the egg with me, please. And I'm done.
All right, and Angry Crow, what would you like to do?
Crow is going to stand up, and then actually, I'm not going to stand up. I am going to attempt to break out of this crazy stuff. What is it? Is it a strength save or an athletics check to break?
It says strength. A strength check.
Okay, cool. So I can use athletics.
Should.
Yes, I will allow athletics. Yep, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. You are no longer stuck by the glue bomb.
Cool. So I will then use half of my movement to stand up, and then I'll start moving over. And that'll end my turn.
Rolling.
So, given the position of the kobolds, I would not be able to see them, correct?
You cannot see the kobolds themselves, no.
Okay. I just know that things are being chucked from down in the hole and hurting us.
Correct.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to get my short bow out and get an arrow ready in case anything comes up out of that hole. In terms of like a creature or person.
Okay. Lou?
Just gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at the last kobold.
Yep. And that last one down there dies.
Yay. Crow.
And will there be anything else?
No.
And from down in the pit, they were trained to guard the eggs. You are trying to take them. They're not happy.
Were they hidden?
Yep. And her passive isn't high enough to have seen them without actually doing an active search.
What
And
about
she just ran over to it.
what about the Kazit?
What about?
It has a really high passive, I thought.
And it was searching.
And I have 15.
Doesn't say what its passive.
Yes, it does. Its passive is only 10. Never mind. But I
But
mean,
it was searching.
it doesn't matter. He didn't see it.
Oh,
And since the guard drakes have one target right now, the one trying to steal the egg, they are both going to attack Isafa. There's the first one. And there's the second one. Finneron?
Is she down?
I have 1 hit point.
Quiet. It was a yes or no question.
No.
You do not break free.
It's 29 damage.
So,
Shimmy.
guess all I can. Wait, did that strength check take up my whole action, or is it just something I can do?
It's an action.
As an action, you can try to break free.
Okay, then I guess I'm done.
Rano?
Ha ha ha. Isafa is next. I'm going to. Oh god. Yeah. I will bonus action healing spirit. And I'm going to summon it on Isafa. So right away it's going to proc. Let me roll for it. Proc and healer for 12. Okay, and that is a bonus action. With my regular action, he's within 30. I can see him now, so I guess I'll throw a produce flame. Wherever it is.
And that misses.
And then I'm done.
Asifa, now that you have 2 targets in front of you, what would you like to...
When a target starts their turn, until the spell ends, whenever your creature moves into the space for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So, another 12.
Yep.
So there's 2 of, I believe
Sorry,
it's 8.
forgot about the starts his turn part.
It's okay. Yeah, 2
Ooh,
of 8.
thank you. I think I'm going to disengage
Yes. Each time.
and move. Oh, I can't.
It's really good. But we use the errata on Healing Spirit that it can only
I can't
proc
get past
a
him.
number of
can I?
times
I'm
equal
gonna
to
have to
double
move
my
and then
mod.
disengage.
So it'll proc 8 times and then it's gone.
Okay, so there, then disengage.
But Disciple of Life says, whenever you use a spell to restore
and I
hit
put down
points,
the egg, so I don't
it's
think
hit
I
points
still
restored
have
from a spell,
a
so
free
it
interaction with
works.
an object to slam the door shut. But so I'm done.
Angry Crow?
Alright, so being up here, Crow's just gonna use his bow and take a shot at the guard drake to the north.
That is a hit.
Okay. That'll end his turn.
Roland?
Following suit, I'm shooting a arrow at that same guard drake.
That is also a hit.
That's it.
Lou?
I'll throw Eldritch Blast at the guard drake, roll and just
And that missed.
and that'll be it.
Since you couldn't get the gate closed, they are going to chase you.
How far can I move
Here's
it?
the
20
first
feet?
one.
The tail missed. I
And-
can't add. Okay.
And now the second one.
30 feet.
Both missed.
A Finrod, it is your turn. And you break free.
Yay, that's my turn.
Rano?
Bonus action, I'm going to move the Healing Spirit 30 feet. Hey girl, how you doing?
Better now.
And then gonna throw another Produce Flame. The one that's closest. Like that guy.
And that one hits.
And then I'm done.
Ossify, it is your turn.
For 10.
Yeah. I was working on it. Okay, I'm going to slam shut the gate if I can.
Guard Drake is blocking you.
I'm going to try shoving it out of the way then.
Yeah, just beat their ass. You're right there. You're good.
What?
What? I didn't say nothing.
All right. To shove, first you have to hit. So make your attack roll. All right. Now it's your strength versus his strength.
Now, seriously though, like, you're in a healing spirit. You have rage. Just beat him down, man. What are you waiting for?
All right. You shove the one.
Can I shut the gate now?
No, the other one's down in there. Anything else?
No, because if I go up there, they're just going to follow up and attack everybody else. No, I'm going to stay here.
Attack the other
Angry Crow.
what is going on?
Alright, so this is the one that we attacked before anyway, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Cool. So Crow's going to take a shot at that one with his bow again.
And that hits for 8.
Okay, that's the end of his turn.
Rolling.
Falling suit still.
And that misses.
That's it.
Lou.
Fire an Eldritch Blast at the bloody dwarf.
Crow and no win.
And that hits.
And that'll be it.
The guard drake standing at the gate is going to attack first.
Dude.
If I can
Also
manage to
both?
select my if I can manage to select my token, I'll subtract 11 off. The first one hit.
The second drake's going to move back forward, and he's going to attack as well.
Those both hit.
Finrond, it's your turn.
I'm aiming a fireball at that injured guard drake.
I was like, did he say fireball?
That's
Sorry,
what
I
I
forgot
thought
to
at
take it
first,
off.
but he clicked fire bolt, but it missed.
Okay, that's it.
Ronald.
I'm gonna throw a produce flame at the injured one. I'm gonna shout to Isifa, use your rage! You stand your ground! Do not let them to us! And I guess that's a miss.
Yes, it is. Asuka?
Actually, can I... No, never mind.
Oh, you sure?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Asifa, it is your turn.
Okay, so I invoke the rage, which does
Roll your attacks.
well, no. So the storm aura does 2 fire damage to each of those 2 that are in range of me.
Ronald.
What? Cool.
Barely
And I'm And I'm recklessly attacking the one. Well, the injured one.
And that hits.
And let's see, the rage is my bonus action, so I don't have a second attack. So I'm done.
Yeah, I lost concentration on taking 2 damage.
Angry
I wanted to move it on my
Crow's just
turn.
once again
There you
gonna
go,
take a shot
20,
at the injured Godric.
and then back to there. I guess it doesn't matter.
And you miss.
So you go this-
Rolling.
All right. Shooting at the injured one.
And that one drops dead.
That's it.
Lou.
Just gonna fire another blast at the one.
Oh,
And that misses.
And that'll be it.
And now the one Drake remaining is going to attack.
Okay, the first one hits, and I take that's piercing, so I take half,
2.
right?
Yep.
You take 2 points.
Okay.
Finrond, it is your turn.
Okay. I will aim another fireball at the remaining guard drake. Or firebolt, excuse me.
And that fire bolt misses.
Okay.
Rano?
Ah!
That hits.
Yeah, take that. I'll walk over to here, and then I'm done.
Lasifa?
Okay, I'm going to shove at that remaining Drake.
Strength.
And I have advantage on this too. And I slam that gate shut.
Why?
You yank on the door as hard as you can and barely manage to get it past that dead body still sitting in the way. And you slam that gate shut.
And does it lock, or do I need to turn the key?
It doesn't lock. It just closed, but it's not locked.
And okay, so I'm going to keep my hand on it, because then if he comes up and tries, I don't know that he can open it. I don't know how latched it is. But if he tries to open it, I'm going to resist it if I can. So anyways, I'm done.
Angry Crow?
Crow's just going to try and shoot it with a short bow.
And that hits.
Okay, that's it.
Still keeping on with shooting these drakes.
And that shot misses.
That's it.
Lou?
Fire just another. Didn't mean to click it twice.
Your first one misses. The remaining guard drake approaches, and he's going to hit the gate as hard as he can to try and knock it out of your hand.
Rip.
Yep. Finrond.
Damn it.
Just keep moving.
Ronald.
And then finished.
Asifa.
I turn the key in the lock.
Okay.
And that's it.
Angry Crow.
Crow's going to attempt to shoot it again. Oh,
And miss. Roland.
Roland's going to turn to Crow and then say to him, I wager you 10 gold for the one that takes this beast down. And then shoots his short bow.
And that hits.
That'll be it.
Lou.
Fire.
And that also hits.
That'll be it.
And the guard drake, not happy, is going to try bashing the gate again. When he hits it with his tail, it actually breaks off the hinges and falls open. Finrond. And that hits.
Okay.
Come on.
Rono. That also hits, and I'm having issues removing the health points. Can you put him at 0, please? Thank you.
Done.
it seems you owe your gold to our friendly giants over there.
So it would seem. And Roland would actually come over and start walking over to offer the 10 gold to
I just take the coin silently and stick them in my pouch.
Crow's going to eat another couple of berries.
And with that, I think this would actually be a good spot to call it for the night.
All right, thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.